So I'm Niels van der Donk from Amsterdam University Medical Center in the Netherlands. So younger patients with multiple myeloma are typically treated with a DARA-based quadruplet as induction, and also often are offered autologous stem cell transplantation followed by consolidation with DVRD for 2 cycles, for example. And then they get lenalidomide maintenance to keep the patient for a long period of time in a deep remission. However, although lenalidomide maintenance has improved survival in myeloma, patients still develop relapse. So we have to improve upon lenalidomide maintenance. And in the EMN30 MajesTEC-4 study, we are evaluating a novel form of maintenance, and that's Teclistamab. Teclistamab is a BCMA targeting bispecific antibody, which has shown great activity in relapse refractory multiple myeloma, in late relapse setting, in early relapse setting, and that's why we are moving it now to the maintenance setting, either alone or in combination with lenalidomide. And I presented data from EMN30 at this EHA meeting in Stockholm, where I showed data from the first part of the study, the so-called safety run-in cohorts, where we tested either Teclistamab plus lenalidomide or Teclistamab alone at 2 different dosing schedules, a more intense schedule and a schedule where Teclistamab was given every 4 weeks from cycle 2 onwards. And when we saw a good efficacy and good safety profile in these safety run-ins, we moved to the phase 3 part of the study, where we want to enroll 1,500 patients, and we randomize these patients to TEC-len, or lenalidomide maintenance as standard of care. And TEC will be given in the randomized portion every month from cycle 2 onwards, because that was an effective and manageable regimen. And well, this large phase 3 study is now almost fully enrolled, and we hope that the investigators across the globe, because this study is open in US, Europe, Brazil, South America, in China, in Korea, we hope that the investigators will be able to enroll the last few patients in the next few weeks, so that we can hopefully get the first results out in the nearby future. But I showed you at the EHA data from the safety run-ins, so TEC-len, TEC, or TEC-len with a more intense dosing schedule, and I showed that these combinations and TEC monotherapy were associated with a manageable safety profile. We see neutropenia, we see infections, but these were manageable with appropriate supportive care, including immunoglobulin supplementation. But the most important thing was that the activity looked very promising, because almost all the patients, more than 95%, achieved a complete remission on maintenance. And also almost all patients, more than 95%, were MRD negative at 12 months. And you know that MRD negativity is a very important dynamic prognostic marker, which translates into better progression-free and overall survival. And we indeed show that this high MRD negativity rate translated into very good PFS rates. At 18 to 24 months, the PFS was approximately 95%, and I think that's better than what we have seen before. So I'm looking forward to the results from the phase 3 study. Hopefully we will end the accrual in the next few weeks or months.